Ryan Jr.
The Small Business Development Center hits a $100 million milestone.
Plus, the government expands its breakfast program. Those details straight ahead.
Also see how one church is paying homage to some special mothers ahead of Mother's Day. Stay close for that.
And your Access Now Total Sports Report is up next.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Royston Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Welcome indeed. Now, some days feel like everything is moving at full speed. The headlines, the conversations, the constant stream of information. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, people are still just trying to find moments to pause and take it all in, especially as Mental Health Awareness Month continues this May.
Yes, and that's becoming more important than ever because with so much competing for our attention, even a quiet moment to reset, reflect, or even reconnect with the people who mean a lot around you can make a difference. Sometimes the simplest things are the ones we need the most.
Absolutely. And in a world that rarely seems to slow down, those moments really matter. And with that said, let's get right into the news. Earlier this week, we introduced you to a young entrepreneur who was able to get his business off the ground and thriving with the help of funding, support, and resources from the Small Business Development Center. Of course, that has been helping him in leaps and bounds over the years, and they're now hitting a milestone of $100 million in approved funding for Bahamian businesses. Our Maya Moss reports tonight.
The Small Business Development Center celebrating a milestone years in the making, surpassing $100 million in approved funding for businesses across the country. The achievement marking more than financial progress, but what officials describe as hope taking root in communities where opportunities have often fell out of reach. Thanks to the Empower Project, a collaboration between the Department of Inland Revenue, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, and the Urban Renewal Authority, 80 entrepreneurs across 8 constituencies, 16 of them from the Family Islands, including Andros, Cat Island, and Abaco, secured business licenses after completing hours of rigorous training. Congratulating the cohort were Minister of Economic Affairs, the Honorable Michael Alkitis, and SBDC Executive Director Samantha Roll, both reaffirming the government's commitment to small business development across the country.
Behind every client supported, every program executed, and every dollar in that $100 million deployed is a team that continues to show up, push forward, and remain committed to the mission of empowering Bahamian entrepreneurs. Your work is helping to shape real outcomes for people and communities across this country.
It provides not only financial support, but also the structure, guidance, and capacity building needed to turn ideas into sustainable businesses. Because true empowerment is not just giving resources. It is about equipping people to grow.
And for these entrepreneurs, belief bloomed.
This is such an amazing opportunity. It gives me what I need to boost my business.
I'm blessed and I'm happy to be able to impact as much lives as I can and continue to make an awesome change in the Bahamian community.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
So important. Small businesses make a big difference. Thanks so much, Amaya. Meanwhile, the National School Breakfast Program is expanding once again, this time to include 3 specialty schools across the Bahamas. The Office of the Prime Minister announcing that PACE Bahamas began receiving breakfast service yesterday. The initiative will begin at the School for the Blind and the Transitional Alternative Program for students on May 11th. Officials say the program now reaches students in all specialty schools, along with every public preschool, primary, and all-age school nationwide. Since launching in 2023, the initiative has expanded to 118 schools across 17 islands, serving more than 20,000 students and delivering over 1.8 million meals. Prime Minister Philip Davis says the program is helping students start the school day ready to learn while also supporting Bahamian families and local vendors.
Thanks so much. Meanwhile, motherhood in all its forms took center stage at Agape Cathedral as 10 outstanding women was celebrated. The recognition coming during the pre-Mother's Day honors and concert, a hymn for her through motherhood, mentorship, and service to the community.
Mother's Day, kind of getting the week of Mother's Day started.
and we've dubbed it a hymn for her. So we celebrate phenomenal women, women who have a national presence, who kind of, not necessarily biologically mothers, but they have a mothering kind of presence in our communities. And while we present them and celebrate them, we would have gotten from them one of their most favorite hymns. And so while we're presenting them, we're also singing their favorite hymn, hence a hymn for her.
Among the 10 women honored was Chief Superintendent Chrislyn Skippings, who has served on the Royal Bahamas Police Force for more than 35 years and currently serves as officer in charge of the South Central Division. She's broken barriers as the first female to dress an official parade, the first female press officer serving 2 terms, and the first civilian lab technician for the force. Skippings shared she feels honored to be recognized.
I feel extremely honored to be a part of 10 distinctive women who are mothers of this great country, who have made significant contributions in various spheres of their lives. And so to know that you're being recognized for being a mother, I think it's in Psalms somewhere where they talk about a virtuous woman. And so it feels good to stand among women who are truly virtuous and who truly exemplify Christ in everything they do.
Also recognized was founder and executive director of the Bahamas Crisis Center, Dr. Sandra Dean Patterson, a prominent psychologist and human rights advocate known for her lifelong work supporting victims of domestic violence and sexual violence. A mother of 3, a grandmother of 3, and foster mother to so many, Dean Patterson shared words of encouragement with mothers trying to manage motherhood.
No matter what the challenges are, you can do this, you can get through it, you can make it, and your children will grow up healthy and strong and able to bring to the world what God has given them.
Still to come, an event designed and dedicated to honoring and supporting single mothers. We've got Earthly Angels United in the studio next.
And of course, Diane Dorsett has your Access weather forecast, so stay close.
Once students of the C.W. Sawyer Primary School hear that sound, they know it's story time. The school recently celebrated Literacy Month. Here's Senior Mistress Tara DeVoe.
Our school this year, we use reading the book Paddington in Peru. And the book is usually associated with a movie, which the children get to watch at Atlantis at the end of the month. Every day is an assigned chapter. So during the SOAR reading period, our boys and girls will be read to either by their teacher or guest readers, or even parents. We want to foster a love for reading. I know during the reading block or reading periods in class, we know the children may have this perception that, oh, we're reading just to learn something, or we're reading because we have to read as a class. But we want children to just take a book and enjoy it. Open books and the wonderful world that's out there when you open books. Just not reading for pleasure. Then we want to foster that with our boys and our girls. We do have some competitions that are going on. We have a composition competition that's going to be launched on Monday. We also have a book log competition where we're encouraging boys and girls to read as many books as possible. And there's a competition there, so there's a prize going to be awarded to the child who reads the most books.
Deputy Head Girl Esther Honorat says she's soaking it all up during her last months at her beloved school.
Reading is very important because reading is all around us. We have authors, writers, and we read lots of books. So that's why I love this Literacy Month, because it just shows how important reading is, and reading is important to everybody.
I'm Adama Williams for Ed Talk.
Step inside a world of adventure with Mandalorian and Grogu at Burger King. See The Mandalorian and Grogu, only in cinemas.
At We Buy & Sell, we help you upgrade your home the smart way, from solar panels and solar lights to strong doors, dorm-ready windows, tiles, mirrors, vanities, faucets, and more. Everything you need is right here under one roof. Great quality products, great price, and fast, friendly service every day. Visit us on Robinson Road or send us a message on WhatsApp 242-636-8412 or shop anytime at wbusbahamas.com. We buy you sell. Upgrade your home today.
We're expanding opportunities by investing in our people.
Opportunities like Upskill Bahamas. We created our first national apprenticeship program.
We're promoting Bahamian ownership in tourism.
We're supporting Bahamian athletes.
Our first National Youth Guard.
We're building new roads and airports across the Family Island.
The world will keep changing, but so will we. And we're just getting started.
Go online to read our blueprint for progress.
It's Thursday, the 7th of May, and it's time for your Access weather forecast. So let's see how our weather is shaping up over the next few days. Well, to start, we'll be getting hot temperatures taking us about 3 degrees above average, the 80s, 90s as we head into the weekend. The culprit, a southerly wind and the heat dome on top of the region. This pattern will remain in place through at least until Sunday before a front arrives early next week. Now, looking at our satellite picture, an area of high pressure remains stable in our area. We see some high clouds over the northwest Bahamas moving southeast, while the rest of the island chain is enjoying nearly clear skies. But as I mentioned, we have an approaching frontal system expected to enter the northwest Bahamas late Monday night, early Tuesday morning, which will elevate the chances of showers early next week. Now, over our waters in the northwest and the central Bahamas tonight through Friday, we'll get winds that'll be light and variable, seas at 1 to 3 feet, a high tide at 12:43 in the morning, followed by a low tide at 7:23. Then in the southeast Bahamas, easterly winds at 10 to 15 knots, seas at 2 to 4 feet. And on Saturday, for all areas, southeast winds 10 to 15 knots, seas at 2 to 4 feet. A low tide at 8:13 in the morning, followed by a high tide at 2:09 in the afternoon. It is time now for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Celebrities like U.S. President Nixon, he's legendary. He's bonefish 40. Man so meek and lowly. Bonefish 40. He's the one and only.
That was your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that wraps up your Access weather forecast. But join me again at 11 for a full weather update. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thanks for the forecast on this Friday, Junior. Thank you so much, Dad, as always. Now, as you heard earlier, Mother's Day is just around the corner. And as you'd expect, the gifts and services will be in heavy rotation. But the reality is, some mothers won't get to partake in the celebrations surrounding the big day, but Earthly Angels United is looking to change exactly that.
And here to tell us about their upcoming Mother's Appreciation and Support event is Nishan Patton. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Access
Thank you for having us.
It's so good to have you. Now, Earthly Angels United. I mean, it's an amazing name first to start with. I want you to tell us what it's all about and how it got started, please.
Well, as you said, it's all in the name, Earth Angels United. And the way it got started was actually very organic. You know, it was just a group of very passionate friends that got together, and we would organically do acts of kindness anyway. So we just decided, you know, we were a group with one thing in common, big hearts.
Yes.
Wow. And we wanted to take that and to do something tangible with it.
Pull your resources.
So, yes, exactly. So we started out of our own pockets with our own resources, and we started with family, friends, just people in the community. But the one thing that really solidified it for us was when we had the opportunity to assist someone with a medical bill. And the impact of that really just let us know that, you know, there's something special about this. Of course, we love doing this organically. We love just helping people and taking opportunities in any way we can. But there's something to this, and so that we should in fact, yeah, exactly. And others encouraged us to really, you know, make this a nonprofit organization.
Yes.
And so that's where we started.
Amazing.
And you mentioned organic kindness. I always feel like organic organic kindness is contagious. When someone
Exactly.
sees someone else helping, they're like, you know what, I'll do my little piece that I can do too. Now, tell us a little bit about who you serve and what are some of the core pillars of Earthly Angels.
Well, who we serve, as you said, you know, when things start from an organic passion, you don't want to leave anything out.
Right.
You know, we know that there are organizations that focus on specific things, and that's a really awesome thing. Like, for example, Hands for Hunger, right? You know, they're focused on food security. They want to feed those that need food. That is their objective. But for us, we wanted to stay open to the organic way that we started, and to just be able to see whatever need there is and to be able to fill that. We separated that into 4 pillars, of course, so that for organizational purposes. But that can range anywhere from economic support through community development, environmental issues, you know, that if there's a natural disaster that we can maybe assist with, we want to do that. We want to leave nothing out. And of course, those human needs like food security and everything is not excluded. So those are the reasons why we started to organize into those pillars so that we can make sure that we cover everything that is possible to cover.
Those big hearts are certainly filling big gaps across the spectrum.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the big Mother's Day event that's happening very soon.
Wonderful. We are very excited about our Mother's Day event, and it's 9 a.m. at St. Agnes Church on Saturday. And this Mother's Day, we wanted to focus on single mothers. And of course, they are our real superheroes. You know, people tell us, you know, it's hard even when you have a partner. Whole holistic family unit where there is 2 partners, and that's even hard when you're trying to raise children. So, of course, single mothers, you know, we wanted to focus on them. We wanted to give them a space to just be able to even connect with each other. And wherever there's need, you know, it can be from, you know, hey, if you need some groceries, we can give you that support. If you need a bill paid, the support can be there. You know, just anything that you may be even feeling emotionally. You may just need someone to talk to. You may just have a burden on your heart and you want to be in community with others like yourself to be able to share. So that's what our event is about on Saturday.
So special. And like you said, just that sense of community, feeling like they're not alone. And how can people reach out to you?
So you can find us, you can email us at info@earthangels.org, and we'll be able to send you all the information that you would need.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck on Saturday, and I hope you have a great turnout. You're making such an important difference in the community.
Appreciate it.
Now stay with us. Sports with Amajal Knowles is up right after this break.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Kenya is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. I love this.
You like this?
The blue? I love this blue. Oh my gosh, I love these bromeliads. This color, this really popping. Hold on. These ain't the money trees Kelly was talking about, eh? Kelly, I can need like 6 or 7 of these money trees. See, I didn't even know these bromeliads. I love this. This orange, this nice. I can find some place to put these right in my yard. Wow, I can't believe you buy me all these. You have money, eh?
Yeah.
Best daughter award goes to...
Make Mother's Day bloom with love at Rocky Farms Nursery. Beautiful flowers, thoughtful gifts, and everything mom deserves. Because no one deserves it more.
Take your business to the next level by joining the Tourism Development Corporation's Tourism Business and Products Registry. This registry will act as a hub for all Bahamian tourism-related ventures across the blue, green, and orange economies, ensuring that our entrepreneurs get the support, access, and connections they need to help develop a stronger business and ultimately a stronger industry. Join now at tdcbahamas.com.
For life's everyday to-dos, digital payments help keep things moving. Instead of worrying about carrying enough cash, your debit or credit card connects you directly to your bank, giving you secure, real-time access to your funds wherever you shop. Instead of worrying about carrying enough cash, your debit or credit card connects you directly to your bank. It's so easy that even a child can do it. The future of pay is digital.
expanding opportunities by investing in our people.
Opportunities like Upskill Bahamas. We created our first national apprenticeship program.
We're promoting Bahamian ownership in tourism. We're supporting Bahamian athletes.
Our first National Youth Guard.
We're building new roads and airports across the Family Island.
The world will keep changing, but so will we. And we're just getting started.
Go online to read our blueprint for progress.
Don't stray this May. Continue to save when you shop the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Best Value Kernel Corn, 15 ounces, 99 cents. Rainbow Corn Beef, 12 ounces, $2.39. First Choice Sugar, 4 pounds, $2.59. Iceberg Lettuce, $2.79 each. Whole chicken wings, $1.69 per pound. If you want to pay less, you want to shop more at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Welcome to your Thursday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports from the NBA playoffs last night. VJ Edgecombe and the Sixers now in an 0-2 hole. Edgecombe would produce 17 points, going 6 of 13 from the field, including 3 of 7 from behind the three-point arc with 5 boards, 3 dimes, and 1 steal across 40 minutes. But his Sixers would fall to the Knicks in Game 2, 108-102. Edgecombe, though, on a personal note, has been playing well through the first 2 games of the series, totaling 29 points, going 11 of 24 from the field with 5 triples and 5 dimes. He may need to stay hot in Game 3 to give Philly its best chance of avoiding an 0-3 deficit.
I think we got a lot of great looks, wide open looks. Like I said, everything we just was missing. We were pretty satisfied with the looks we were getting at them. So in the fourth quarter. So I think that's the most important thing. We don't lack confidence. If we don't lack confidence, we're gonna keep shooting the ball regardless. If we're making it or not, we're gonna keep shooting the ball. I mean, that's the only shot we gotta win. And if we make shots and shoot the ball, so yeah.
The Island Youth Basketball League returned to the court this Saturday for Week 3 of its spring league at the Kendall G. Lazic Gymnasium. Following an exciting championship conclusion to the winter season, the Spring League continuing to build momentum through competitive games, player development, and family engagement. The league has now grown to 118 rostered players from 5 divisions, ranging from K4 through grade 9. In judo news, judoka Xavier Johnson continuing to make strides on the international scene. Johnson recently finishing 5th at the Junior Pan American Championships in Ecuador. Center Soul Sports team recently caught up with him to talk about the experience.
The first round I had against, who was it? It was Costa Rica. Mm-hmm. Of course, strong opponent, but I was determined to win. In the first minute or so, he actually scored on me for half a point. So it was like a minute left, and I had to try to get it back, and I beat him by on the ground. Then after that, in the quarterfinals, I lost to the guy that got second. So I went into the repechage. Then I fought the Chile guy. Me and him been going back and forth when we were both 66. Mm-hmm. The record at the time, the record's 0-3. I mean 3-0 for me. But at the same time, you always have to be careful because you never know. They want to come back and up the score because I've beaten him so much. So I knew I had to take it seriously. Then I was able to beat him with Ippon, and that's a full score in 2 minutes. Then after that, I was in the other repechage fighting against Costa Rica again. I knew he was going to come in pretty strong, especially because after this match, we'll fight in the bronze medal match, so forth. Then after that, I beat him in at least 20 seconds, 30 seconds for Ippon.
Johnson also looking to qualify for the 2026 CAC Games scheduled for July 24th to August 8th in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, but he will need some support.
I guess like the competitions can like average from like 3,000 to 6,000 because like, you know, coaching, food, the tournament, the hotel registration, and like the plane tickets and whatnot. And also like emergency, just in case if you get like injured and if you have to end up in the hospital. Funding is always welcome, especially to me, or you can reach out to my mom. Like anything can help me to continue like along this journey, and you'll also be a part of this journey to make it to 2028 and 2032 Olympics.
More golf news. BGF President Linford Miller on what's next for the junior program.
Federation with our junior, in conjunction with our junior division and the central division, they're putting together a summer junior program at this time. Hopefully we'll be able to springboard that out and publish it very soon. So we're hoping to see that that's where newcomers can come out, learn the art of the game, learn the rules, learn the ethics, just come out and have fun.
And that's me. Look at your sports on this Thursday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.